Today, let's gently talk about how to return to confession after a long time, without fear, without pressure, just with honesty. Lent isn't about proving how disciplined we are or how much we can give up. Lent is about returning to God, at its heart. This season is about conversion, about coming home. The Church has always described confession as something deeply healing. The Catechism of the Catholic Church calls it a sacrament of healing, not punishment, and that distinction changes everything, because sometimes we think confession is where we go to be reminded of how bad we are, but in reality, it's where we go to be reminded of how loved we are. Lent is like the Church gently whispering to us, "Come home." No matter how long it's been, one of the biggest fears people carry is the fear of being judged. But the truth is, priests have heard everything. Truly, their role in confession is not to shame you or lecture you. Their role is to be an instrument of reconciliation. In fact, many priests say that when someone comes back after a long time, it brings them joy. Another fear is not remembering what to say, and that's completely okay. You can simply begin with, "Father, it's been a long time since my last confession, and I don't remember what to do." He will guide you. You are not expected to perform perfectly, you are just invited to be honest. Then there's the deeper fear, the quiet thought that maybe your sins are too serious, too messy, too embarrassing. But there is no sin greater than God's mercy. Even great saints had dramatic conversions. Think of Augustine of Hippo, who spent years searching for meaning in the wrong places before turning fully toward God. Holiness doesn't begin with perfection. It begins with humility. It begins with the courage to say, "I need mercy." If you're wondering what confession will actually look like after a long time, keep it simple. Before you go, take a quiet moment and ask God to help you be sincere. You can examine your conscience gently, looking at your relationship with God, how you've treated others, and the habits or choices that have pulled you away from love and truth. When you enter the confessional, you can start with the traditional words, "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been years since my last confession." And then just speak honestly. You don't need dramatic language. You don't need theological explanations, just sincerity. After you confess your sins, the priest may offer some counsel, give you a penance, and then you will receive absolution. Mercy is not reserved for perfect people. It is given to those who know they need it. Pope Francis often reminded us, God never gets tired of forgiving us. We are the ones who get tired of asking, and Lent is an invitation to ask again. Allow yourself to be forgiven. If you've been thinking about going back to confession, take this as encouragement. You are not alone, and it is never too late to come home.